Welcome. So, quick quiz review for Pythagorean theorem. Go ahead and pause the video and try these four problems. Now, these are just straight up regular Pythagorean theorem problems because I'm trying to find a missing variable, but that missing variable may be different parts of the right triangle. So go ahead and pause me, see what you can come up with, and I'll work out two of the more challenging ones for you. Okay. Hopefully you paused me, you did them. I'm back now. Let's go with number two, and I'll give you the answers for the other ones in a second. So the first thing that we need to make sure we understand is x is going to be c, or the hypotenuse here, because the right angle is pointing towards it. So I can label my points, so this can just be a and this can be b. Doesn't matter at all, and it really doesn't even matter because they're both the same measurement. So 8 squared plus 8 squared equals c squared, or x squared, doesn't matter. I'm going to evaluate these things, or I'm going to try to solve them. So 64 plus 64 is going to be c squared. Add these two together, gives me 128 equals c squared. Pretty simple. And the only way to get rid of the little 2 in the corner, or the exponent of 2, is to square root both sides. So when I square root both sides, I'm left with c is going to be the square root of 128. If you leave that, I'm okay with that for now. But I do want you to understand what the decimal value is of that to the 10th place. So the decimal value to the 10th place is about 11.3. Okay, so understand that for sure. Next one, let's go here. Again, the right angle is pointing towards it, so this is C. This can be A, and this can be B. If you switched it, it's not a problem. Reason I want to do this is because I have something here that looks a little bit weird. So I'm still going to write the square root of 11, but I have to square that. Plus b, which is 2 root 2, and I think I'm going off camera, so let me go ahead and redo that. Just make sure you always are squaring these things, because that's going to make your life a lot easier. Okay, so let's go over here. The square root of 11 squared plus 2 root 2 squared is going to equal c squared. Okay. Whenever I square root and square at the same time, it cancels both out, and it's just a number in there. Done. Plus, now this one's a little bit more tricky. There are two numbers in here, two things. That square has to go to both of them. It's got to distribute to both of those things. So 2 squared is 4. And root 2 squared, again, it's the same kind of thing here. It just gets rid of both of those things, and it's just 2. So this here, this term, becomes 8. Okay, so I'm just going to say 8 here. And that's going to equal c squared. So I've got 11 plus 8 is 19. So 19 equals c squared, but I'm not done yet because I have to square root both sides. Okay, I think a couple of you, you're either forgetting that step or you just write it incorrectly. So the answer is c equals the square root of 19. Understand the decimal approximation of that, though, to the 10th place. So the square root of 19 is going to end up being 4.4. Okay, so 4.4 is my answer. Okay, let me go ahead and show you the answers for the other two. And we'll go from there. Okay. This was just a simplified version of the square root of 128, which is still fine. So square root of 106, ooh, you can't see that. That's, number 3 is actually 4 root 3. The decimal approximation of 4 root 3 is 6.9. So if you had that, so it was 4 root 3 or 6.9. And then this one you can see, and the top one. Okay, let's go to the second set of problems. And the second set of problems is the converse. So I give you all 3 sides. You need to solve for you need to solve and see if it is a right triangle. So the answer is yes, it is a right triangle, or no, it is not a right triangle. But you need to show work because they all look like right triangles if I were to put the box there. But I don't have the box there. I need to find out. I'm going to do one for you and then see if you can get the rest of the answers yourself. If there was a box, it would be there. Keep in mind, it's going to be a square. So it's going to have to be, C is going to have to be opposite of that. So this is C. Let's make this B and this B. Okay. So I'm going to plug them all in and see if it works. See if it is a right triangle. So the square root of 17 squared plus the square root of 179 squared equals 14 squared. Okay. So this is just 17 because they cancel. This is just 179 because they cancel. And this is going to be 196. So I'm going to solve this and I'm going to break it down and simplify it as best I can. So 17 plus 179, so that's going to be 196 equals 196. This is a true statement. It's true, which means yes, this is a right triangle. Okay? So go ahead and use that. And let's see if you can get the other three. Go ahead and pause me for a second, and I'm going to go off camera and show you the answers. So no work involved. This is also yes. You can't see it, but that's also yes. Oh, you can't even see that. The bottom there is 8 meters. So 3 root 23, 16, and 8. So go ahead and try that one. All yes. Very strange. Very weird. Okay. Big quiz tomorrow. I'm going to make a big quiz tomorrow. So be prepared. All right. Bye-bye.